Hello Epic Gamers, today we're going to be playing some GTA 5 Online, and today we're going to be playing the Union Depository job. Anyway, you may be wondering, why am I chasing this man with a knife? And the reason is simple. He paid for a porn subscription, which he could have gotten for free. Now, listen, you should always be economically smart, and this man was not economically smart. So, I decided to punish him. Anyway, eventually I buy this car, and then I break into this car, quite smart. And then this woman spots me breaking into this car, and I ask her if I'm ugly and if you will subscribe, and she says, yeah, you will subscribe because my content is epic. But she told me that I am ugly, so that kind of hurt. So yeah, I just start chasing after this woman, and wow, such a weak lady. Anyway, I decide not to kill her because, you know, that would be irresponsible of me, and you know, that would kind of be immature that this woman called me ugly and that I would kill her. I would never do such a thing in my life. How dare you think of me as such as an immature person like that? Seriously, who do you think I am, bro? Anyway, eventually I just, you know, start driving around, and I eventually get to my office, and I start customizing this car that I just bought, and it turned into a toothpaste car. Not gonna lie, toothpaste is very good for you. You should brush your teeth. It's very, very, very good, beneficial for your teeth. Anyway, I eventually start driving towards my auto shop, but first I make a quick pit stop just to shoot this woman in the back of the head because, or man, I don't know. I just had to shoot him in the head just because, you know, they were in my way and they wouldn't move. So yeah. But anyway, I eventually start the the job, and I start the setup jobs for it, and I eventually go to this office called Lombek West office. Okay. Anyway, I eventually break into this house, and I just start shooting these people, get into a gunfight, and eventually I pat down this person. Don't ask why he's unconscious, and don't ask why I'm touching him. Eventually I go find this bong, and apparently I can't smoke this bong because I'm on a job and I'm supposed to have priorities. Wow, imagine being like mature and having priorities. That's just like in GTA. If you're doing a mission, you should always be able to smoke a bong. Okay. Anyway, I eventually drop off this car into the marked location, and this is a very nice car, not gonna lie. Isn't this the car for Headhunter? That's kind of sucky. That's the car for Headhunter. That I have played Headhunter so many times, like I just exploded instead of just shooting through it. Even though you probably should, since you use a Oppressor Mark II. Anyway, let's get back to this mission. I eventually steal this police helicopter because apparently I'm going to be spying on the bank manager and finding him cheating, apparently. But first I have to find his car, so I quickly go to this parking lot near Union Depository, and I just start scanning these vehicles to find if he's anywhere near the location. I try to scan the white car, doesn't work. Scan the red car, doesn't work either. I scan the blue car, and then I scan this other blue car, and it does work. So then I just wait a minute and wait for this man to go, and yeah, I just start following him. And not gonna lie, I feel like this is one of the better missions of the whole DLC, Tuners DLC, and I know it came out 3 months ago. Okay, I'm just now doing this, but I feel like this mission's a very this mission might be just the best mission, especially because apparently it pays more. Eventually I go to the hotel, and I find them. I catch him in the act. Apparently I didn't, because I couldn't find them. Well, even though they're holding hands and they're dancing, and I'm taking a bunch of images, and then eventually I do find a compromising photo after taking 700. But yeah, wow, man, wow, what a simp. Imagine. Okay, anyway, yeah, I eventually just complete the mission, get $10,000 for complete the setup mission, and then I parachute down. I just hit the side of this building, flip, boom, bam, very nice. And apparently Sasenta's gonna tell his wife anyway, which this is the one time I agree with Sasenta, and this is the one time that she's actually a decent person, because every single time, and I will say this till day that she talks too much. I swear she will never shut up. Norworld KDJ or J, whatever the frick name, Moody Man, whatever the hell his name is. Those two NPCs will never shut up. And I swear, this is the one thing I hate about the Tuners DLC. The fact that those two NPCs, they're always in your, they're like Lester, but worse. Anyway, enough of me complaining. Eventually I, go towards the Union Depository, and not gonna lie, I'm kind of dripped out as well. I just start walking, and I eventually show this man ID, and this. I mean, shouldn't this man know who typically comes here? But you know what? I don't blame him. It's not like he's getting paid like millions of dollars to guard this place. At least if he was, he would probably actually give a crap about his job. I mean, even then, he probably wouldn't even give a crap then. I mean, he'd probably have better things to do with that money. I don't know, okay? I'm just trying to delay time. Or am I? Anyway, I eventually get to the vault, and apparently the code is just simple buttons, and you just grab this thing. I wonder how much that vault weighs. Probably weighs a lot. Eventually I get into the vault, and then I just do the objective, which is steal the gold. What else would I do here? Tie my shoes? Yes, because safety is very important. But anyway, I eventually grab the gold, and you'd think this would give more. Apparently it's gonna give around $500,000. Apparently, or something like that, 300 to 5,000. 500,000. I don't know exactly. It probably depends, like if it's your first time or your second time or like third time. I don't know. Just saying, you should, if you really want to make money, do the Cayo Perico heist. Do the Cayo Perico heist. The Cayo Perico heist is so much better. Anyway, back to funny content. Psych, I lied. This channel is not funny. This is a very low quality channel, or is it? You have to subscribe and watch my videos to know if it's actually a low quality channel. Anyway, enough of me talking about random stuff and complaining about my emotions. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Anyway, eventually the SWAT team comes in and they look very epic. But I'm an epic gamer, so I obviously should win. And instead I'm starting to lose. But yeah, I just start shooting that guy, and then I eventually get into a shootout with this police officer. For some reason he's not in body armor, or is he? I'm not sure. But anyway, I do eventually die the first time, which is okay, totally okay. And then eventually I go into the next, death. But first I eat that, and then I actually didn't die surprisingly up to this point. And then I start advancing, and I'm like thinking, oh wow, I'm actually gonna complete this shot. And it turns out the police cars are not unlocked, which makes no sense. Please, Rockstar, at least make this mission slightly easier. Eventually I use my silenced weapon. I just get out of there, or do I? But let's just say I die a couple more times and I fail the mission a couple more times. Yeah. But eventually do get a car and I do start to leave. I apparently supposed to grab my getaway car, which makes no sense. Why would I grab my getaway car if I can just use a different car and still lose the cops? Makes no sense. But anyway, I eventually get into my toothpaste car, which, by the way, brush your teeth, it's very good for you. And then I just start getting out of there. Yeah, and I actually start doing well. I'm very confident at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the mission because losing the cops is like the easy. Yeah, and then that happens, and then you better fail first. And then I get back, and turns out I'm not supposed to restart the whole mission, which is very, very good. Yeah, and then eventually I crash here, and yeah, and then I continue down the road, just driving, and I eventually do lose the cops, which is very fortunate. But yeah, this mission overall was pretty good, not gonna lie. And then I eventually do get the mission, do get the objective, and I do finish contract. And yeah, I shoot them for intimidation purposes, and they just look at me with disappointment, same as my parents would. And I just hand them this, and they don't even say a single word. Wow, how unconsiderate. Wow. Anyway, I passed the mission, Anyway, Epic Gamers, we're done with this whole Tuners DLC thing, and now it's time for me to go back to Puerto Rico and grind as much as I can and spend 52 hours every single week just grinding. But anyway, Epic Gamers, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had a laugh or two. I hope you enjoyed the whole series. If you watched it, I appreciate it. And just thank you, Epic Gamers, for listening and watching. Have a good day. God bless.